Hi everyone, welcome back to StyleNovice and to another step-by-step sewing tutorial. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make this simple bandana style baby bib with a snap closure. So the pattern piece that you'll need to make this bib is available to view on my blog, so make sure you go and check that out by following the links below first, and I'll see you back here for the tutorial. So to make your simple bandana baby bib, you will need one piece of cotton, and this is going to be the front fabric, and you're also going to need a backing fabric, something like a microfiber cloth, some terry toweling, or even flannelette. You'll need some thread and bobbin cotton to match both the front and back fabrics. The pattern, which you can get to by following the link to my blog, sewing pins, pinking shears, a fabric hole punch, one dome fastener and a fastener toolkit, or alternatively you could use a Velcro or sew-on domes, and a hammer. Step 1 is to cut your fabric. So lay your front piece of fabric on your work surface, good side facing up. Match one short end to the other, folding your rectangle in half, right sides facing in. Line up your pattern piece on the fold of your fabric as indicated, pin and cut. I like to use pinking shears so the cotton doesn't fray while I'm working with it. And repeat with your backing fabric. Step 2 is to pin your fabrics together. Lay your backing fabric good side up on your work surface, and on top of this place your front piece of fabric good side down. Pin these together, and with a pen mark a small space along the top of the bib large enough to turn your bib the right way out once sewn. Sew around the outside edge of your bib using your sewing machine footer as your seam guide. Start at one of your pen marks and finish at the other, back sewing at each end. Step 4 is to turn the bib the right way out. Cut around the sewn corners to remove any excess fabric, and using the open gap in the fabric, turn your bib the right way out. Step 5 is to top stitch. Fold in the seams in the gap that is still open. Iron if needed and pin in place. Again, using your sewing machine footer as a seam guide, sew around the entire outside of your bib, closing the pinned gap as you sew. Step number 6, we're going to be marking where we want our domes to sit on the bib. So your bib shape now should be complete. Bring the two sides to meet in the middle on the back side, and this area where they meet is where we're going to place our snap dome. To measure the exact spot, use a ruler and measure 2 centimeters inwards from your top stitch line within the corner of the bib. Step 7 is to insert the dome closure. Now you may decide to use Velcro as your preferred closure instead. Simply sew through both layers of the bib with your Velcro pieces in position. Don't stray too far beyond that 2 centimeter measurement I gave you before, as this may affect the neck measurement that fits around the child's neck. So using your hole punch, mark holes on the dots previously marked on each arm of the bib. Decide which side will overlap the other. I have the right arm closing over the left, and with your bib facing a good side up on the table, place the dome top, the smooth finished edge of the dome that can be seen on the outside of the bib once closed. Place this in the hole you've just created. Turn the bib over and place the dome top within your hammering plate if your kit comes with something like this. On top of the dome's arm, place a corresponding backing piece. Now for the top of the dome, it will be the most rounded shape of the remaining pieces that goes on the back of this. Hammer these two pieces together from the underside using your dome closing tool. So repeat the above steps for the remaining 2 pieces on the other arm of the bib. Come up from the underside of the bib with the arm piece and close by placing the remaining flat piece on top and hammering it together. And that's it, your simple bandana baby bib should now be complete. So that is it for today's sewing tutorial. Just like the other week, if you're interested in a copy of the written and photo step-by-step instructions, these are available to purchase on my Etsy store by following the link below. I'll see you next time. Bye.